Been in my family since I was a little baby. And now that I'm 64 years old, and she has done this service. She served us well. Welcome to my home.
For nearly 3 decades, Habitat for Humanity of Lake-Sumter, Florida has been serving the housing needs of Lake and Sumter County residents with homeownership solutions. The proven and tested model of building and selling affordable homes to low to moderate income homeowners has resulted in over 350 families placed since 1989.
It's an opportunity to give my children a better life, a stable home, to be able to let them know that they're secure and that there'll always be a place to come home to. For people to come out of the way for people they don't know and a family they don't know, it just melts your heart and know that there is people out there that care about you and your kids and family.
The use of donated materials and labor from community stakeholders has worked so effectively that it is now being applied to a more expanded mission.
When I was 18, I went out to Vietnam to serve as a United States Marine. I spent almost 10 years in the service. I went in 1967. I got out of the service in October 1975. And I stepped on a mine, and that caused a lot of complications and problems. But yet, I'm still alive, and I thank God for that, because some people lost their limbs. I got scrap metals and wounds in both legs, in my arm, my head. Sometimes I swell up and I can't walk. I stayed there until 1969, and then they sent me back from Vietnam, and then I came back to the States. Then went to Camp Lejeune, and then from Camp Lejeune, which is right down the road, to Camp Geiger, and started training troops. It was not easy to adjust coming from Vietnam and be treated the way that we were treated, because they didn't respect us and we couldn't respect them. A lot of us came back from Vietnam, we didn't have counseling. They just turned you loose, and the people treated you like garbage. I remember coming off the plane and the lady spit in my face and I couldn't shoot her. I cried. It wasn't easy to adjust to coming out of the military and just taking right into the world. Coming out of service and in a combat situation, people don't understand you have a lot of stress, a lot of hurt, a lot of anxiety, and then you can't sleep at night, and you was on your own. You had to survive the best way you could. And again, I stressed on, most of us became alcoholics and drug addicts. I finally went into a psychiatrist there in Camp Lejeune, and he did through God, he did a wonderful job with me. He started giving me new life, but I had gotten tired, and it got to the point where I wanted to shoot myself, but God wouldn't let me. He showed me a different way to go.
Habitat's Veterans Housing Initiative is the term being used to describe its new focus for the immediate future. Increasingly, Habitat is being viewed as a community catalyst that works innovatively to provide solutions and answers to some of our community's most overbearing challenges. One such challenge centers around how the estimated thousands of returning veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan will be assimilated back into civilian life after serving our country so faithfully.
But a lot of these guys over in Afghanistan and in Iraq, they need this. They need somebody to support them, give them a look at life, that you're there for them, and just don't turn them loose like they did us from Vietnam.
Habitat, along with its partners, the PGA Tour Players and Livestream Behavioral Center, envisions providing a softer landing for many of these veterans as they make Lake and Sumter County a place to call home.
So now with the housing that you all is going to provide for them in counseling. Now they can come back from overseas and have somebody to grant them with love and respect and show them that you care for them. When I first came into your office, I know y'all saw us crying. That was the most enjoyable thing in the world, is to know that you're getting a home of your own. You know, something that you can call my home. I can walk away from it, go away, come back to my house. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. I've told everyone, you know, that through Habitat, soon and very soon, in 3 or 4 months, I have a place to call my home.